So
Okay.
really, I would thank God for giving me the opportunity to work in WhiteHat Jr.
Okay.
because, as you said, even I faced many financial issues too.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gen Z Hub. I'm Anirudh. Today we have with us Saranya. Saranya, if you could give us a brief introduction about yourself.
Yes, I'm glad to have met you, Anirudh, and I'm happy that I'm here now. So
Okay.
I'm Saranya. Hi, everybody. This is Saranya, and I'm from Chennai. So now I'm working in WhiteHat Jr. Online coding class. So I've done my engineering degree, bachelor engineering, and then with masters in engineering. So I was married in 2011.
That's good to hear. Okay. Where did you do your schooling, your college, and your bachelor's?
Yeah, so I passed. I was during 2006 to 10. I finished my bachelor's in engineering, and 2010 to 12 I completed my masters, and 2006 I finished my 12th.
Okay. 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 So you did your education entirely in Chennai, or was it like in different parts of the
Yes,
country?
I'm
Chennai only.
purely a Chennai girl,
Okay.
proud Chennai
Okay.
girl, born and brought up. Did schooling, did my college, UG, PG, got
Okay.
married, everything. So full Chennai girl.
Okay, that's good to hear.
Yes.
I can you just tell me as to all of us the entire country, entire world has been kind of a chaotic situation since the coronavirus outbreak, and it has been really very tough for people all over the world. So
Yes.
you got into the white hat during this pandemic, or did you was it before the pandemic?
Yeah, of course, during pandemic only. So
Okay.
really, I would thank God for giving me the opportunity to work in WhiteHat Jr.
Okay.
because, as you said, even I faced many financial issues too. So
Okay.
we had dropped off. I mean, my husband was dropped off from his company. So it was very tough to handle the situation financially also.
Okay.
Mentally, many were disturbed, right? So they were all inside the four walls. We are not really used for that kind of situation, never
Yeah.
in our life. So
Hmm.
this pandemic really taught us many things.
True, true.
So it gradually, I'm determined and courage to face any situation. So
Okay.
as you said, I joined WhiteHat Junior only during May 2020. So this pandemic started in March, and after 2 months, I got this job. It was like a laddu in my hand. So so I was very happy. I mean, I thought my career would end because my son is a visually challenged kid. So
Okay, okay.
I could not step out of house at all. So
Hmm.
24 by bar 7, he needed me all. I mean, near him always.
Okay.
So I also had my job, which was working from home and
Hmm.
also to teach kids. So I
Okay.
really was happy to have got that job.
Okay, okay. That's really amazing. I mean, listening to your story, you're actually doing a very good job, ma'am. So were you working
Thank
before White Hat, like
No,
before?
no,
Okay,
no, not at all. I
okay.
tried few jobs in. I mean, my passion was really teaching, teaching, and teaching only. So
Hmm.
I tried. I finished my BE, and they said to teach we needed the masters also. So I had no other way and pursued my masters in engineering for continuing my passion, like
Oh,
teaching.
okay,
I did ME, and they said that we have to complete our PhD also. So
okay.
no, I didn't want to continue anymore. So I stopped and searched for a job in teaching in either colleges or schools.
Hmm.
So, but as I said, I got married in 2011, and my son was born in 2014. So
Okay,
after that, I could really not think of a job at all. So during those 3 years, I was just taking tuitions in my house itself. I love physics. So I took tuitions in physics and mathematics also. So that I thought, that's what I said. I thought my career would end.
Mhm.
But luckily in this pandemic, I just applied as usually we'll apply for online jobs. So this
Mhm.
WhiteHat Jr also was in Facebook ad. So I just applied and got the call this other day itself, the next day itself.
Oh, okay.
So this is my first ever job.
Okay. 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 So you were basically a home tutor before, right? Like
Yes,
teaching at
yes,
home.
yeah, teaching at
Uh,
home.
so what age group of kids do you teach?
In WhiteHat Junior, you're
Yeah,
asking?
in WhiteHat Jr.
Yeah, I teach kids who are fourth and fifth standard, like
Okay.
8 or 9 years.
Mhm. Okay, so
So
could you just take me through the process of the teaching that takes place in White Hat? How you start a class? Like how many classes do the kids have to take in order to get to the next level or whatever that is?
okay, so you're asking from the recruitment process or just the teaching
Yeah,
only?
the recruitment from the recruitment process.
Okay, so actually, it was very tough.
Okay,
Since this was my first ever that the session, I mean, the interview session is itself is a newer environment for me because I've never taken up interviews. So,
okay,
but here in WhiteHat Junior, I had 4 levels of interviews. So the
okay,
first one was in telephonic interview, and they asked me few questions about coding, and I basically know C and C++. That's it, and no other
okay,
experience in coding. So they
okay,
asked me questions about my experience in coding, and I said no, I had no experience, but I know C and C++. So they asked me
okay,
few questions in those languages, and I tried to answer that. Then this is the first level, telephonic interview. Then there were 3 levels of video interviews that I should think the interviewer as a student of age
okay,
8 and 9, and I
okay.
should present the lesson plan to them.
So it must have been
So,
weird, no?
and
Considering
it
an adult to be a kid and
was,
teaching them.
yeah, really, it was weird. But
Yeah.
as I teach only to kids, I was
Okay.
practiced to that, and I'm normally very soft kind. So I'm not used to be strict at all. Even
Mhm.
my students in tuition will say, "Ma'am, don't be so serious. It's not suiting you."
Okay.
So I was very soft, and they liked me at the first go itself. The interviewer liked me at the first go, and they liked my performance. So like
Okay.
we have a lesson plan with us, and we have to teach them that. That is the first one. So I
Okay.
crossed the first level also. Then another level, second level was also the same, but they will ask questions from coding, like
Okay. Okay.
regarding that lesson plan. They will ask it from outside. So
Okay.
how do we manage the coding abilities? They will check. And the final interview was both the performance. I mean, how we handle kids if they are very tough, and how if they are very sweet, how to handle them. So all those things they see, and then along with that coding ability. So finishing these 4 levels of interview, we'll get classes. So from the next
Okay.
day itself.
Okay. Okay.
So since I was an advanced level where I teach fourth and standard kids, so there are many levels here: beginner, intermediate, advanced, pro, and applied tech.
Okay.
So
So there are five
advanced is
levels.
that, yes, yes.
Okay.
So
Okay.
beginner is about 4 to 5 year kids. So
Mhm.
they teach those kids. Then intermediate above them 7 to 8 kids, and advanced level is the I teach the level which I teach. So 8 to 9 years or 10 years maximum. Then
Okay.
the above pro level. Then even we teach polytechnic and engineering students in the applied tech level.
Oh, okay. So I thought White Hat was basically for kids. So it's for above 18 years as well.
Yes, 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 of
Okay.
course.
Okay. I didn't
So
know this.
they handle, the teachers are there to handle them also. But
Okay.
basically, we cover the majority part is only for kids.
Okay. Okay. So this is basically the entire process of how it happens on the platform. So
Yes,
since
yes.
you told me that you were a home tutor before, and now you're all of a sudden there is a transition shift, like from offline teaching and all of a sudden to online teaching. So what do you feel about this transition shift? Like, is it easy? Like, do you find this comfortable or the previous offline teaching comfortable?
To be frank, I loved only direct teaching and not
Okay.
online teaching.
Okay.
Because in direct teaching we have face-to-face
Exactly.
communication with students, and their expressions we capture it immediately.
Hmm.
So we know the pulse of the students in direct teaching, but here it's not the case. Sometimes the students even turn off their cameras and listen to us. So it
Yeah.
is like teaching to the walls.
You can
So
never really
I
know what they're doing, really, right? While
yeah.
if you're online
So
teaching. Okay.
whether they're in front of camera itself, we don't know, because they'll be really silent, and we
Yeah.
have one-to-one session only. So they would have turned off their mic even. So we don't know what kind of expression they are giving when we are teaching, or whether they understood it properly or not. So first it was weird, but now I'm getting practice to that kind of teaching.
Okay. So you're kind of getting adjusted. It's almost been a year, I guess, no? Since
Yes, yes,
you
it's
started working
10
at
months.
WhiteHat.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. That's really nice. So this it has almost been 10 months so far. How do you feel about the platform itself? Like, are there any good developments? Because we have seen a lot of like comments about this particular platform, like in the sense how
Yes,
it is coming up and the different issues associated with it. What do you
yeah.
personally feel about this thing which is going on around?
Uh, yeah, again, to be really frank, it is a wonderful platform. There are many negative feedbacks, but which concern doesn't have negative feedback, right? If there is a person who grows up really fast, everyone around him will feel jealous of him, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it is the same case of WhiteHat Jr. It is developed. Yeah, yeah. I too think that their advertising techniques were a little weird. That was
Mhm.
really wrong on our side. But other than that, we teachers are really proud to work in this platform, because financially now I have become independent, which is really awesome. It makes me
Yeah.
feel determined and a very bold life. So I am really happy working here in WhiteHat Junior. Other than few, it has, for every concern there are pros and cons. Here there are really many positive things. They keep competitions in our workplace, so the teachers are given real importance, and they take our suggestions, so they're improving. It is like a little baby. So it
Hmm.
has been, the growth has been really phenomenal, and they are providing us the salary, right? So which we really want for. They never
Yeah,
cheat
yeah.
us, and they are really prompt. The giving, the salary thing is very direct. How much ever take it, classes we take, whatever is the criteria, they directly pay it off.
Hmm, hmm,
So
hmm.
so there is no politics here. So we really love working in WhiteHat Junior, and I
That
personally love
yeah,
working here.
it's good to hear because from my perspective, from general public's perspective, there was so much backlash on this. Now hearing all these nice, kind, positive things about the platform, it's different. It's kind of nice to hear that.
Yeah,
And I had
yeah.
one more question in mind. So while during our schooling, we've been taught many different things, like so many subjects and all those things, but we never really apply or use those things in real life. For example, when it comes to mathematics, like integration, calculation, calculus, we never really,
Yeah.
like apply those things in real life. Like, how about in WhiteHat? Like, are whatever you guys teaching going to be implemented? Can they be implemented in real life? Is it 100% assured, or is it just more theoretical or something like that?
Definitely, it's 100% applicable here in WhiteHat Junior, because I had a conversation with a parent of mine. So they said that one friend of his dad or mom had doubt in website building. So we teach kids how to build websites using HTML, JS, and JavaScript and CSS. So that is a very little concept that we learned, but he has applied his knowledge and taught his father's friend about the logics in building websites. So isn't that
Okay.
wonderful?
Yeah,
So
that's
he's
nice.
only 8 years old. He
Hmm.
is helping a man who is equal to his father's age. So his logical ability has really been improved, and now he is good at maths also.
Hmm.
So this logical ability is really improving, and the creativity is also improving for the child. We not
Okay.
only teach them like, this is the syntax of if statement, or this is the syntax for loop. So it's not that we teach, but directly we are teaching him how to make a game or how to make a utility app. So at that time, he implies his knowledge on that and build different apps. So he not only learns the language like others teach, but he also knows how to develop an app or how to develop a game or how to apply that in other real life problems.
Okay, okay.
So definitely, I would really appreciate the curriculum team of WhiteHat Jr. They had developed a good curriculum which is suited for those kids of age 8 and 9.
So it is
So they
properly
really
structured, for so that it can help in the overall development of a kid.
Yeah, definitely, definitely. It is not like mugging up and vomiting out. And we don't have these mark system also, right? So it is just an online class, and we don't have exams also here. So like they are they're out of interest, they are joining here and learning things with fun. So isn't that enough?
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
So what do you think about the parent satisfaction? Because all parents are concerned about what their kids are learning. Like, are they, like actually developing skills? Is it actually helping them? From for teaching for 10 months almost, obviously there'll be a lot of interaction with the kids' parents as well. So how is the parent satisfaction on the platform?
Yeah, it's a good question actually. Finally, they must be happy, right? So I usually have a WhatsApp chat with all the students. I mean, all the parents of my students. So I have nearly taught 33 students. I have taught. So they are. I personally feel that they are really happy, and they took up 8 classes in our concern first. So we have different modules like 8 classes. Then if they want to renew, they can renew up to 48 and then 144 and then up to 300 also for this advanced level. So the students who take up 8 classes, they renewed 48 and then they renewed 144 also. So 10 students of mine like that has renewed from 8 to 48 and then to 144. Isn't it showing you that the parents are really happy with the curriculum and they invest their money into this? So they're not they're not fools to renew waste their money here, right? So if they think this curriculum is utter waste and it is of no use to the kid, so they really feel happy. And we usually have a conversation with all the parents in one go. So they're really happy and they say that his creativity has improved, his logical ability has improved. Now he has got very interest in coding and he has started to develop app on his own. So the parents feel immensely happy here in WhiteHat Jr.
Yeah, why I asked that question because why I asked that was because you need to pay, because parents are paying so much money on that. And obviously people are concerned, they're concerned about what their kids, but now from what you told that they're continuously renewing and going for more number of classes, it is, I guess it clearly tells that. And one more thing about this is it is completely the platform is only for women teachers, right? Like our men are not allowed to teach on the platform.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, and there is a story behind this also, which our CEO would say. His Karan Bajaj, right? The CEO of WhiteHat Jr. Yeah. So he had his mother, who wasted her career because of this marriage and the babies and the transfer happening to her husband here and there. So she could never continue her career. And she has wasted her life throughout like this. She has not lived a life for her, but for her family alone. So he, keeping this in mind, has developed this curriculum one and only for women, and that too for homemakers particularly. So this one fact made Karan Bajaj that he thought that he should employ more of homemakers in this concern. So it was his really novel thought that we homemakers are really satisfied working in WhiteHat Jr. So we are really happy.
Okay. So there is a story behind it. It's not simply, like as a PR stunt. At least this is what we thought, but good to know that there's a good story behind it. So I guess all my questions are answered. So, what are your next plans? Like, are you planning on working on the platform? Like, are you continuing to, are you planning on continuing to work on the platform, or you have other plans, like a dream company that you want to work in or something like
No, of course, this WhiteHat Jr has now become my dream company
that?
ever.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I would also suggest a few of my friends here, and I would recommend many homemakers to join this platform because they would really be benefited. Because
Okay.
we always wanted that word called financial independence. So,
Hmm.
how much ever our husbands earn or how much ever our father earns, it's not like having money in our pocket, right? Like it really feels awesome when we help others, taking from our pocket and helping others. It's like a good feeling. So, many of the homemakers are still wanting this.
Okay.
So, Karan Bajaj sir has got the pulse of the women homemakers particularly, and he has given us this wonderful platform. What more we want?
Yeah.
So, I'm as of now, I'm not planning to resign this platform, and
Okay.
I will continuously be working. By God's grace, everything should be fine. So, I would really like to continue, even up to my lifetime, even. So, I have never thought of leaving this job.
Okay. That is, I mean, that's really good to hear because this has basically given you a proper life, like, so, which is
Yes.
probably making you think like this and, then stick to the same thing. Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good to hear, Saranya. Thank you for
Yeah.
speaking with me. Thank you for taking
Thank
your
you.
time and speaking with me.
Yeah, my pleasure it was.
Okay.
So I'm
Yeah.
really happy to talk about my platform, and I'm really happy that you chose me to talk about my platform, which I love, and I will love always.
Okay.
So thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
Yeah, yeah, really thank you so much. So that's it, guys. That's it from me. So you guys have a good day. Thank you. Yeah, Saranya, thank you so much. I mean, it's nice that you actually spoke about so much. I actually didn't know a lot of things. What you told
Oh.
about the story behind this and all of those. But yeah,